In the shadowy heart of New York City, where skyscrapers stretched toward the heavens and bustling streets hummed with life, a chilling tale unfolded. It was a night like any other, or so it seemed. The city's guardian, Spider-Man, swung silently between the towering buildings, a silhouette against the moonlit sky. But tonight, he sensed something amiss, something darker than the usual criminal activity that plagued the city. As Spider-Man glided through the maze of steel and glass, his spider sense tingled with a foreboding unease. It was a sensation he couldn't ignore, and with a swift movement, he landed atop a deserted rooftop. Below, the city's lights flickered like distant stars, but his attention was drawn to a peculiar sight. A dense, inky fog was rolling in from the east, creeping ominously through the streets. His heart quickened, and the hairs on the back of his neck stood on end as he descended into the eerie mist. The fog was thick, suffocating, and clung to his suit like a shroud of dread. Visibility dropped to near zero, and the city's cacophony faded into an eerie silence, except for the soft, sinister whispers that seemed to emanate from the mist itself. With every step, Spider-Man's spider sense intensified. It was as if the very air was laden with malevolence, and his heart pounded like a war drum. He couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. It was a sensation he had rarely encountered, and it filled him with an unsettling terror. As he navigated the labyrinthine streets, he noticed a series of dark, intricate webs hanging from lampposts, buildings, and trees. These were not his webs, they were something far more sinister. The realization struck him like a lightning bolt. The fog, the whispers, and these eerie webs were all connected, leading him to an unimaginable horror. Suddenly, a bone-chilling shriek pierced the silence, echoing through the foggy abyss. Spider-Man's heart raced as he followed the sound, every step a nerve-wracking journey deeper into the heart of darkness. He arrived at a narrow alleyway, and there, suspended in a nightmarish tableau, was Mary Jane Watson, cocooned in a grotesque web of glistening threads. With a rush of desperation, Spider-Man swung to her side, frantically trying to free her from the horrifying embrace of the web. But the threads were impossibly strong, resisting even his enhanced strength. Mary Jane's eyes were wide with terror, and her voice trembled as she whispered, "Peter, it's coming." A cold shiver ran down Spider-Man's spine as he heard a sinister rustling in the fog behind him. He turned to see a monstrous figure emerge from the shadows, a grotesque fusion of man and spider, with multiple limbs and glistening fangs dripping with venom. It was a creature born of nightmares, a monstrous embodiment of fear itself. With each suspenseful step, the creature drew closer, its malevolent eyes fixed on Spider-Man. In that moment, he realized that he was facing a horror beyond imagination, a nightmare he couldn't simply punch or web away. As the creature lunged, the fog seemed to close in, suffocating Spider-Man's last hope. The city's guardian had walked into a web of dread, and there was no escape from the Spider-Man horror story that had become his living nightmare.